Hello, I'm Ashley, and today I'm going to be doing a little energy update, just my weekly update, just to see where the energies are and get some advice. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started. Happy October. It's October 2nd today. I love October, but this year has just flown by. I do love fall, but I'm also somebody who loves the warmth and the sunshine, so this is always the hardest transition for me from summer to fall because my body gets a little bit tighter. Like I have to retreat a little bit more. I have to get more rest. I have to, really be in the silence a lot. And so sometimes when we're in the summer months, it can be hard to like make ourselves slow down. But for me, it's so necessary because I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my mind, and I can feel it in my energy. So anyway, let's just go ahead and see, what do we need to know right now? We need to know right now, Spirit. And remember to always take what resonates for you. Listen to your intuition above all else. Okay, whoa. Okay, I'm going to take these because they just kind of like flew out. But I dropped one. Okay. All right, so the first cards that we have are the Nine of Cups, which I love because this is like your dreams coming true, your wishes being fulfilled. And just like feeling really good on your own, feeling very hopeful, feeling very like proud of your work, proud of what you've done. It's kind of sitting there like, look at all these cups I have. Look at how awesome I am. I'm also hearing the word like recognition, like being recognized for, your efforts or what you've attained so far. So I love this. It's just like feeling really good on your own, like before adding anyone else into the mixture, because the 10 of Cups would be like having that happy family, but the 9 of Cups is like feeling it all on your own. I love that. And then also what else flew out was the Queen of Wands, which I love her. This could represent Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, so a fire sign, but also just this energy. I love the Queen of Wands because it's a great fall energy too. It's just like passionate and creative. I hear the word creative, and just like I love the little black cat because it just reminds me of like like this time of year, and like she's very magical. The Queen of Wands is very magical, very mysterious, but like fiery, and I just love her energy. So it's really about like tapping into the darkness and being the light in the darkness. And I kind of see that with the 9 of Cups. It's like being the light, shining your light. But also we have with that flew out, this was the one that was on the ground, was the 9 of Swords. So this is feeling like very like anxious, because what happens also when we're in this energy of the Queen of Swords, it's like our passion energy. But when we have a lot of like fear or shame or anything around our like sexual energy, which is also our creation energy, it can cause a lot of anxiety. It can cause like sleepless nights, like just having a lot of like nightmares even, or like not being able to sleep. So this could also just be like your fear of your own creative potential. And like the Queen of Wands, this isn't just about a female. This is about like our own energy within us. Both male and female have a Queen of Wands within us. And she's just like our very powerful sexual energy. I also hear the goddess Isis. So you might be working with her as a way to heal your sexual energy. Or like I'm also hearing sacred sex, so like learning about sacred sex. Queen of Wands is also into like dancing and like just sexual healing is what I'm getting. So, and I feel like this could actually bring a lot of anxiety. But what I'm getting actually, because this is a 9 card too, so it's like the completion. We have 9s in between. So what I'm getting is like, by doing this, by healing your sexual energy and like really embodying your sexual energy, you're bringing your wishes to you. And it's like you might actually fear what you wish for, So it's like just getting in tune with your fears is what I'm hearing. That there's nothing to worry about is also what I hear. Okay, that's interesting. What are we not seeing clearly right now? And also the Queen of Wands, I'm also hearing like confidence, just like really working on your confidence, using that Queen of Wands within yourself to work on your confidence, like touching your body. I hear like sensuality, self-pleasure, just really getting in tune to your sensuality and your sexuality. I especially love that around the fall season, because like the leaves begin to change, and so you're like seeing that with your senses, and it's beautiful. And like the smell of the leaves is beautiful. The smell of fall in the air, the smell of like candles burning, the smell of food, baking, it's like that is the Queen of Wands is about doing things with passion, doing things that make you feel pleasurable. And that can be different for everyone. It could be writing, it could be dancing, it could be cooking, it could be creating music, whatever it is for you. Like, it could be an instrument, it could be like a business idea, or, like whatever it is that you like to do, like doing it on your own and feeling really good about it, which might bring you anxiety because you might have like wounds come up or fears come up, or like a lot of self-doubt. So when we're really working on our confidence, our doubt is going to be really loud, because if we've been full of doubt and we've been full of like low self-esteem, it can feel really unnatural and really unfamiliar to have thoughts that are in alignment with the Queen of Wands that feels very confident, that feels very powerful and magnetic. That's the Queen of Wands, is she feels magnetic. She's attractive. It has nothing to do with what she looks like. It has nothing to do with her body. It has everything to do with the energy that she emanates, the energy she taps into. And when you're one with creation, when you're one with your creation energy, when you're one with your desires and your passions, you're in alignment with what you truly desire. And that draws things to you. So instead of forcing things, like a lot of women have been taught to force relationships, to force children, to force like jobs, to force different homes, it's like learning how to use your desires and use that sexual energy to draw those things to you. Instead of like extending your energy, learning to hold your energy, kind of like on your own with the Nine of Cups, like feeling this really good energy within yourself before you have it with anyone else. And all these people are single on the card. I love that. Okay, anyway, back to what we're not seeing clearly right now. What are we not seeing clearly right now? Okay, I love that this came up. Okay, the Chariot. I love this card because I was just feeling the Chariot, and it's like the Chariot, he knows this could represent Cancer. I love the stars on like his little thing here, and on his head there's like a little star, and it reminds me of a starseed. So starseed like information might resonate with you, and it's important to like remember that starseed information, if you look stuff up on the internet, to only take like what resonates for you. But like for me, it's just like people that like have this desire to reach for their highest goals, and that's what I was feeling with the Chariot. The Chariot, like the Chariot does not settle. He is like moving to the top of his mountain. He knows exactly what he wants. He's feeling balanced. And the Chariot represents confidence to me too, which I love that with the Queen of Wands. So like feeling very sure of yourself, feeling sure of your destiny, because this card always speaks to me of destiny, like knowing your destiny, setting out for it, like having a very clear idea, feeling very balanced, feeling very strong, feeling very confident in your pursuits, and moving forward. Like, yeah, I just love the energy of the Chariot. So that's what I'm feeling there. What else? What else are we not seeing clearly with the Chariot? It's just like things are moving forward too. Like even if it feels like maybe things aren't moving, or there's like this stillness, like that's bringing up like this anxiety, it's like things are truly moving, because we're never truly stagnant, because we're energy, and energy is always shifting. And if you're shifting your energy to align with like your Queen of Wands energy, if you're shifting your energy to align with your desires and your passions, then like things are moving forward. And things move forward first energetically before they move forward in the physical. So what I'm also hearing is it's really important to place significance and prioritize your spiritual well-being, like meditation, yoga, just prayer, like doing those things, that writing, maybe even that like focusing on your soul practices, focusing on what your soul desires, because that's actually what's moving you forward, and that's what's shifting your energy. What else with the Chariot are we not seeing clearly? What are we not seeing clearly with the Chariot? Ooh, the Emperor. I love that energy with the Chariot. That's like some powerful energy. The Chariot, or the Emperor, is like our divine masculine energy embodied. So this could also be like moving forward, like, and like this is about being assertive. This is about like taking action, like, and I love that, because I was just saying like it may not look like things are moving forward, but clearly with the Chariot, this is like movement forward. This could also indicate like travel or movement, or yeah, like moving. And the Emperor is like, I love this, like taking action on what it is you desire, moving forward is what I keep hearing. This could also have to do with like father healing. And what I've learned a lot through my own father healing is that the distorted masculine tends to like procrastinate as a way to self-sabotage. And so it's like waiting and waiting and waiting, but it's like feels like this burst of energy with the Chariot too, and the Emperor. It's like this movement forward. And yeah, it's just like knowing when to make decisions. And like the Emperor uses his intuition to make decisions too. He doesn't just make it from his mind, because that's a very distorted masculine energy. When we only make decisions from our mind and we don't follow our hearts, then we can't follow our destiny. If we're not following our hearts, if we're not following our emotions, if we're not listening to what we truly desire, then it keeps us stuck, or it keeps us feeling like bound. And it feels like here the Emperor is like in like a very stable, like this very stable energy. I'm getting that with both these cards, because the Emperor is sitting here on this very stable throne, and this Chariot literally is like stable, and there's these castles in the background that represent like stability to me, and it's like balanced movement forward. It's the light and the dark attributes within yourself. I really like that. What are we not seeing clear? We'll get one more with the Chariot and the Emperor. Okay, interesting. I was feeling this kind of like I was saying, like the distorted masculine energy where they like procrastinate. This is like choosing to bury your head in the sand. This is like choosing to stall, like choosing to keep your blindfold on, choosing not to see the truth, being an indecision, like not making a decision. But the Emperor makes a decision, and the Chariot moves forward. Like this is like the decision has already been made, and this is like, you know, taking action on that decision. So I feel like there is like this decision being made, like there will be this decision that's made. So you're no longer in this energy of like indecision. Okay, interesting. What is your advice for us right now? What is your advice for us right now, Spirit? What is your advice? Ooh, I love that this came up. This is the counterpart to the Emperor. This is the Empress. This is our advice. So this is our advice, is to stay grounded. Stay in your divine feminine energy. Listen to your intuition. Nurture yourself. Care for yourself. Be patient. Be gentle and compassionate towards yourself. Nurture yourself. Focus on your abundance. Focus on gratitude. Focus on the things that surround you. Be here now. Be in the present moment. Connect with your sensuality, just like the Queen of Wands. Stay connected to your emotions. Stay connected to your passions. Stay connected to your heart. Stay connected to your body, most importantly. Focus on your body. Focus on what is here around you. Maybe this is around your family, nurturing your family, nurturing the things around you. This is like not looking outside of yourself. She is like, you know, she's the embodiment of the divine feminine. So she doesn't force, she doesn't push, kind of like I was saying with the Queen of Wands. We're learning how to be magnetic. And the Empress, she is all the queens. She's the Queen of Wands. She's the Queen of Cups. She's the Queen of Pentacles. And she's the Queen of Swords all in one. She's everything. She's discerning. She's nurturing. She's romantic and loving. And she's also passionate and grounded, you know. So she is all the queens in one. So it's really important to embody this energy. This might bring up mother healing. So we might be learning how to become the Empress, how to become the Empress of our own lives. How can we nurture and care for ourselves better? How can we, you know, make better choices for our health and, you know, our mind? How can we take better care of our bodies? Can we eat differently? Can we exercise more? Can we drink more water? Can we practice more, have more time in meditation? Can we spend more time with our family? Can we spend more time doing things that we love and that make us feel good and that fill us up? Because if you're feeling very depleted right now, it's a lesson in boundaries. And this is also what the Emperor and the Empress teach us, is how to have boundaries so that we can sit on our throne. So we can sit on our throne. So we can come down and we can play, and we can come down and we can do our work, and we can come down and do it, and we can meet other people. We can have conversations with other people. But ultimately, it's about creating this throne within yourself. And every time you feel, you know, it's about residing on your throne within yourself. When you create a throne within yourself, then you can come back to that moment. Let's say you're playing, but you need to be discerning. And so you come back to your throne and you set a boundary. So it's about really like creating this like throne within yourself, creating this sanctuary, because the Empress is like our inner sanctuary. She is the part of us that makes us feel like safe and nurtured, you know, just like the Emperor. So I love that. What else is your advice with the Empress? Okay, Three of Pentacles. I love this because this is about teamwork and working together. And this is with like co-creating with spirit. So it's like mind, body, and soul. I kind of always see that as the three, working together. This is also teaching us how to work with other people, maybe even how to work with our family members in a new way, because when we set new boundaries and we don't allow our family members to treat us in the same ways that they did before, like our whole dynamic is going to change. Our whole thing is going to shift, and people are either going to resist that or they're going to, learn to respect you. And so it's really about learning how to co-create with spirit and knowing when, because boundaries, it's not about like building huge walls around yourself, because I've learned this too, where I went to like extreme isolation, and so then I wasn't letting anybody else in. And so it's like learning how to like work together with people and not like close yourself off, so that you can feel this sense of connection. Not just because when you disconnect yourself from your heart, you're also disconnected from spirit, and we're co-creating with the divine. We're co-creating with spirit, with our souls. So it's really important to learn how to work together and how to like take those steps to manifest your desires, because the Empress is all about manifestation too. And you might be seeing like 111, because that's like, I don't know if you can see that on here. It's kind of bright, but yeah, right there. The 3, it's 3. And then this is also a 3 card. So I like that too. So you might also be seeing 3s, like 333, or like 111, because that's a number of manifestation. And we have to work with spirit in order to manifest our desires. And the Empress, I'm also getting a message of patience, to be really patient with the things you're like wanting to create, with like your wishes coming true. So it's like letting go of the timing of things, because that's what we kind of want to do. We want to control. We want to have certainty, like, oh, I won't do this until I know that it's for sure, or I won't do this until I know the outcome of it. But it's like sometimes you have to take that leap of faith. And sometimes that brings up us our biggest fears, because we don't know. We don't know the outcome, we don't have. And so it can either make us stay stuck, kind of like this energy. This is a very stuck energy. Or we can use it to have faith. And that's what the Empress does too. She's our faith. She's our intuition. She's our, she's our heart. And I also like that Venus is here and I think Libra, we're in Libra season, actually is ruled by Venus. So I love that, because Venus is all about love and romance. And I kind of get like with the Empress, it's about like romancing yourself and kind of using spirit as a way to learn how to love yourself again. Because for me personally, my team of angels and guides have taught me how to become the Empress. They've taught me how to love myself. They've taught me how to nurture myself, how to reparent myself. And by following their advice and using my free will to do the things that they advised me to do, I was able to co-create the life I desired within myself. Like to become the mother within myself, to become a better, like, a healthier, more passionate version of myself. And they help me do that. So it's like learning to work with them as a way to manifest your desires and to move forward. What else? One more. What is your advice with the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles? Love it. Queen of Swords. She's probably one of my favorite. This could represent Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. In this Libra season, like I just mentioned. So this is like, and I was saying this exactly, boundaries. Like this is like the Empress and learning how to create boundaries, how to work together with spirit. So anybody that tries to deter you from your path or tries to, bring you down with their drama or like their own insecurities, you have to see it. When somebody comes at you and tries to, tear down what you've built for yourself, when they try to tear you off your throne, you got to be like, hell no. But you don't do it with a bitterness. You don't do it with, vengeance or rudeness or being mean. You do it by looking at that person and seeing that they're only doing that because of their own insecurities. And when you have really strong boundaries, you create this force field around yourself, and people will still attack you. People will still want to come at you because it's your light, it's your energy. And when you're in your Empress energy, you are magnificent. You are wonderful. You are bright as hell. And people can feel that energy. And when they're in their shadows, they don't want to be reminded of their light. They want to bring you down to their energy. And that's why it's important for you to have boundaries. And when you have boundaries, you create this little force field around you. And when people come to attack you, they try to attack your character, they try to attack you in any sort of way, try to drag you down into their energy, you'll begin to see that they will just deflect off you'll be so on your throne. Like I was saying, you've created this throne within yourself. And when you sit on that throne, just kind of like she's sitting here, you will be able to act instead of react. So you'll be able to act from this place of knowing for sure who you are, because the Queen of Wands is also about authenticity. And when we know who we are, nobody can tear us down because we have such a strong sense of self. And so this is really important to remember, to have boundaries. but also to not block people out. And to know that when somebody comes and attacks you, it's their own insecurities. It's them wanting to be loved. And what you can do is imagine a little ball of light around them too, because all they need is love. They do not need your reprimand. That's kind of like the Queen of Swords. They don't need your like 2 cents, you know. And this is really important because the Queen of Wands also, she communicates very clearly, and she can also be kind of like straight to the point, very straightforward, a little bit like brutally honest, but she's also coming from a place of truth, from a place of sincerity. You know, she's not like, I mean, if you're completely disconnected from your emotions, you know, then she can be very cold. But it's also just about being very firm in who you are, and to not let people try to tear you down. Especially if you're feeling very much in this energy of like 9 of Cups and feeling very proud of yourself, and you feel like all your wishes are coming true, then believe that. Believe that over what people might be trying to tell you, or believe that over what, you know, the outside is trying to tell you, or like our society. Oh yes. And then I love underneath the deck, this came up last week, the Star. So you're like right where you're meant to be. Healing is occurring. You're being guided by the stars. This is destined. Like I was saying, things are moving quickly. It may not look like it. It may not, but like if you get still enough, that's why I was saying like the spiritual practices are really important, because when I get in the stillness, I know that everything is happening. That's when I feel really like that 9 of Cups energy. And like, I know my dreams are coming true, and I have no doubt ever, because I can just sense the energy is moving very rapidly. And then underneath that is the World, which I love. It's like a completion of the cycle. I feel like it's like a completion in like being firm in your boundaries, like respecting yourself. Because when we begin to respect ourselves, you know, people begin to respect us in new ways. And that can be the most challenging part, is placing boundaries, especially towards people that, you know, we love and care about, but that are trying to like, that aren't serving us anymore, or not like for us, or, you know, they don't want the best for us. It's just about being true to who you are. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. I'm getting a lot of mental energy too. So that's important. Like with because we did get a sword on every top. Every top card was the 9 of Swords. So this is feeling very mental energy, like, you know, anxiety. This is also mental energy of like, you know, indecision or like self-sabotage. And then the Queen of Swords. But this is also like a very like cutting out anything mentally that's not serving you anymore, so that you can co-create what you want. And this is also, I'm also getting with the Queen of Wands, it's like focus and intention and visualization, especially with the Empress and the 3 of Pentacles. It's like focus on what you desire, embody the feeling of the Empress, which is like feeling very stable, feeling very sure of yourself, feeling very confident. And like you're manifesting your desires by staying focused and by not letting anyone else try to bring you down or try to deter you from your path. Like stay true to who you are. That's all I keep hearing. Stay true to who you are. And when people try to come at you, you just send them love, because that's all they're looking for. Most likely they just are envious of what you have, like of the confidence that you may have, or, you know, the work that you've done, and they want to do it too, but it's easier for them to just stay stuck in this 2 of Swords energy than it is for them to do the work. And they want to try to take you down, but it's like, no, do not give up on yourself. And certainly don't doubt yourself and all the work you've done that's got you this far. But that doesn't mean you like are cold and cut people off and don't think that they're good enough. It's just about having boundaries. And okay, what do we need to know with this 9 of Cups? Mending. I love this. So this is just a card about like forgiveness, and I think I actually want to read this one. But it's just like, yeah, just this card. I like the 2 little girls, and it's like sitting, just looking up at the clouds. Like, yeah, I'm just getting this energy of like, okay, so it was like this energy of like you used to have these really like I was saying, kind of like these doubtful thoughts that were like, nothing's ever going to work out for me. Like, I don't deserve this. I'm not worthy of this. Like, I'm always going to be left out in the cold. I'm always going to be abandoned. I'm never going to be loved. I'm never going to get the things I desire. There's never enough to go around. And it's totally like mending this energy. It's like totally shifting your energy. And that's what the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is also she's very grateful. You know, it's that energy of gratitude that really brings you that energy of abundance. So I'm getting this energy of like really forgiving yourself, like self-forgiveness, and mending your own heart. And I love that with the 9 of Cups, like putting your heart back together, like nurturing your own heart. And like when you do that, then your wishes do come true, because your heart is open. It's no longer, you know, closed off due to past pain or past hurt or to past negativity. What do we need to know with this Queen of Wands? Serendipity in reverse. Okay, so this card speaks of like, actually I am going to read this one because I think it's like, and that's also a 9 card. We had 2 9s, 9 of Cups and the 9 of Wands, or 9 of Swords. So it's like, it's almost the completion of something. Okay, when this one comes in reverse, it says, perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one, yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicity and serendipity come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointment. There really is a silver lining in the cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. I love that. Especially with the Queen of Wands. Like, and you have the ability to create anything you want, especially the Queen of Wands. Even if something didn't work out the way you wanted it to work out, or, you know, whatever it was, you can always shift your vision, kind of like the Queen of Swords too. Like focusing your vision, like still focusing on love if you want to attract love, but, you know, it hasn't happened yet and you thought it would, you know, just like shifting your vision, going deeper within yourself and saying, where can I love myself more? You know, and that's when we heal our mother wound and, you know, that Empress energy kind of. So what do we need to know with the 9 of Swords here? A change in the wind. I like that. So this is just saying to me that, like, I feel like as you heal this energy of this 9 of Swords, and like, as you manage your anxiety, because what's important is like our anxiety is never going to go away. You know, it's just about learning how to manage it. And that's what the Empress teaches us, is how to manage our anxiety. How can we how can we eat better foods, like I was saying, to manage our anxiety? How can we shift our environment so that if you're in a home that makes you feel very anxious, or, you know, it doesn't make you feel good, it's time to make a change. If you're in a job that doesn't make you feel good, that doesn't appreciate you, it's time to make a change, you know? And even with yourself, when you don't feel good within yourself, what can you do to make a change, you know? And so I just love that energy of like, it's like maybe something didn't work out, but it was exactly what you needed in order to make the change so that you could bring yourself something even better. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. Okay, what are we not seeing clearly with the Chariot? Time to go. I love that with the Chariot. It's about moving forward. It's about moving on. It's about like just taking that chance and like opening to another door. So it's like time to make a change, time to go. Time to leave what's no longer serving you. That just feels like super self-explanatory, especially with the Emperor, because I was feeling like the Emperor is like taking action, like time to leave behind what is no longer serving you, whether it be a home, whether it be a relationship, whether it be a job, whatever it is for you. It is time to go. Time to take action. Stop procrastinating, 2 of Swords. But usually that's like when we procrastinate, it's just a way of like protecting ourselves. So there's no need to beat yourself up. It's about being gentle with yourself. Every time you notice yourself, because like we use indecision as a way to not make decisions for ourselves, so that we can maybe like blame another person, or we can blame an outside circumstances instead of taking accountability. And the Emperor takes accountability. He takes responsibility. He takes action. You know, he's very intentional. What are we not seeing clearly with the Emperor? Orphaned. Interesting. So it's like this energy. I feel like if there's like this energy, if I step into my masculine energy, if I step into this energy, then I'm going to be abandoned. I'll be orphaned. Nobody will want me if I step into this energy. If I take action, or like, yeah, I'm just getting this energy of like, it's like a fear of actually stepping into your divine masculine energy. Because it's like this fear of rejection is what I'm getting with orphaned. But this is just saying to like, let's get one more there. What else is the Emperor? Like, time to let go of this belief too. I feel like this orphaned belief. Like, what else with the orphaned? Okay, happy in reverse. So this is just saying that there needs to be a more lighthearted approach to things, because also the Emperor, he can get very rigid. He can get very controlling. And so that's kind of what I'm getting. It's like, the more you try to control, the more you're going to be, you know, you're resisting, you're pushing away the things you actually desire. So it's like time to stop controlling, time to go of this control, time to let go of this control, you know, because people think that if they control a certain thing, then maybe they won't be orphaned. So if they like holding on is, you know, but holding on is actually what's like hurting you. So by letting go, by taking the action to let go, then you're actually opening yourself up and you're freeing your energy so you can take a more lighthearted approach to things. Life is not so serious. But, people believe that it is. And it's just like, oh, this is killing us. We have to take a more lighthearted approach to things. Otherwise, we'll constantly feel like we're not enough, or, that we don't have enough, or whatever. What else do we need to know with this Two of Swords? Loyal heart. I love that. And I love the owls. So this could just be like a message that, like, by making this decision, like, you're not going to be abandoned. Like, whoever this is about, like, you can trust them. You can trust them. You can trust this, whatever it is, like, that you're feeling a little uncertain about, because the Two of Swords can also be about uncertainty. It's like innocence. Like, you can trust this person, or you can trust this situation, whatever it is. And it's like about staying true to your heart. Like, and I love that the two owls are wearing crowns. I love that. What is your advice for us with the Empress? Higher power, exactly. And I was feeling that with the Three of Pentacles. It's like co-creating with spirit, like co-creating with a higher power. I love that. And I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards, probably. So beautiful, the picture, like the colors and stuff. So yeah, it's just like, and it's the Empress, and I was feeling that with the intuition and the third eye, and it has a key on the third eye. I don't know if you can see that because it's kind of bright. There's like a key on the third eye. Like, that's your key. It's your intuition. Your intuition will, is the key to creating. What else is your advice with the Three of Pentacles? Blessed. Yeah, another card, the same colors. So this is like, it's a time of blessings, to be grateful for the things that you have, to focus on your blessings. That goes perfectly with the Empress too, because it's that energy of like gratitude, and when you're in the energy of gratitude, like I said, you're very magnetic and you're drawing more things to be grateful for. What else is your advice with the Queen of Swords? Exchanging gifts. I love this because this is about giving and receiving. And I feel like we're just learning how to give and receive, and that's why it's so important to have boundaries, and so important to like know your worth and know what you truly desire, so that you won't accept anything less. Because I was kind of feeling that with the Chariot. It's like, don't settle for less than you deserve. The Chariot goes for his destiny, Okay, and then also underneath the deck was Fork in the Road. Shoot, which I just dropped. Let's see if I can reach it. Yeah, Fork in the Road, which totally feels relevant with the Two of Swords there, like needing to make a decision, not sure which way to go. But then it says, then also that is deep knowing. So follow your intuition, follow your deep knowing. It's leading you in the right direction. You can trust it. Okay. I think I do want to get some love messages here. I don't think love really showed up, but actually, no, I am going to use these. These ones are Return of the Spirit. They're simple, and I just like their messages. So what do we need to know with this mending and the Nine of Cups? Love. I love that. And that's totally the energy of, like, I was feeling with the mending. So like loving yourself again, getting back to that place where like you feel fulfilled within yourself. And that's totally the Nine of Cups, is feeling like fulfilled on your own. I love that. Like embodying your own love. What do we need to know with the Queen of Wands and Serendipity in reverse? Surfacing. Yeah, things are coming to the surface. Things are being revealed. Things are coming together. I just feel like it's this energy of like things are taking time. And so that's why it's really important to be patient and to like not get caught up on like what isn't happening, but to be grateful for what is around you and how far you've come, to not get caught up in what's not here yet, kind of. And what do we need to know with this Nine of Swords and the change in the wind? Faith. Yes, I love this. So instead of having like a lot of doubt and a lot of worry with this Nine of Swords here, it's like have faith instead. And that's what I was speaking about in my last reading. And that's what creates that change, is when you begin to have faith and you begin to have hope and you begin to believe in the impossible, everything changes. It may happen slowly over time, but it still changes because your whole mindset is shifting from that of doubt and lack and fear to like hope and abundance and faith. Like you have a lot of trust. You believe in your intuition. You believe in yourself. You believe in the actions you're taking. You feel very confident. So what are we not seeing clearly with the Chariot and Time to Go? Violet Flame. This is one of my favorite cards from this deck. This is just about like letting like this is talking about like you might be in a difficult, challenging time, but to allow like the fears to be burned away by your passion, to allow the fears to be dissolved by your love, to allow things to be cleared, which is great with the time to go. What about the Emperor and Orphaned with happy, happy in reverse? Confidence, exactly. This has been coming loud and clear throughout the whole reading. So I love that with the Emperor. It's like having confidence, especially when you're very playful and you have a lot of faith. Like a lot of men don't realize, not that this is just about men, it's about women too, but I've recognized for like men that like when they base their self-worth in God, you know, they have a lot more confidence. They just, you know, they have a lot more belief in themselves, and it really teaches them how to step into their divine masculine energy and how to like step forward and lead with their hearts instead of leading with their fears, which would be like this orphaned or abandonment wound. Instead of leading with this fear of I'm going to be left behind, leading from this place of I'm eternally loved by God, and that gives you all the confidence you'll ever need to pursue anything you ever need or want to pursue. What do we need to know with Loyal Heart and Two of Swords? Recognition. I love this because this is a card about like being recognized for your efforts, being recognized for what you've done. I was kind of feeling that with the Nine of Cups. So like being recognized for maybe your heart, for your loyal heart, being recognized for, you know, your divine love. I like that there. What is your advice with higher power and the Empress? Sexuality. I was totally feeling that with the Queen of Wands, but this makes sense with higher power and the Empress. So it's like really tapping into your sexuality, really forming a relationship with your sexuality. I love that with higher power too, because our sexuality comes from a higher power. It's not like having sex. Sexuality is not just about having sex. It's about embodying your sexuality, about feeling really confident within yourself, which we had to come up, feeling very like powerful, feeling very magnetic, like the Queen of Wands. That's totally about sexuality. What is your advice with Blessed and Three of Pentacles? Right order. I love this. So like it's saying that like you are being blessed and things are happening. They're just happening in a certain order, like divine order, where you can't control the things, kind of like the Emperor. Like you can't control how this is going to go. All you have to do is rely on your faith, rely on spirit to guide you. And things are, you know, falling into place kind of. That's kind of like the Star too. And the Chariot. So what is your advice with exchanging gifts and the Queen of Swords? Immunity. I love this because when I was talking about the Queen of Swords and I was like talking about how this like imagining this bubble around you and like when people try to come at you, it kind of deflects off of you. It's like immunity. It's like having this bubble around you, like you're protected. This is like spiritual protection. This is psychic protection because I was also feeling that with the higher power, with the key on her third eye. It's like you're psychically protected. Like you can trust your intuition. You know, there's no like darker energies or darker forces like trying to like deter you from your path. Like you are protected. Love that. And then underneath the deck is simplicity, which I love because this is just like this is the Empress kind of too. Just like getting back to the simple things. Like not every moment is going to be extravagant or like filled with a lot of like exciting grand things. You know, it's just about can you feel blessed and grateful in those moments of simple times. And then Up, I always love this card because it totally reminds me of a penis, and we did get sexuality. And this is also about ascending. And like I've said, like when we have a lot of sexual energy and we're pushing it up, it can make us have a lot of anxiety. And fairy magic, which also came up with happy in reverse and needing to take a light-hearted approach to things. This is saying to play, to have fun, to listen to music, to dance, to sing, you know, and that is what is your power. And that is what is your strength. And that's what will call in more of that energy to you. Love that. Which I think I did use these last time. That's okay though. Okay, let's get an overall message from Lightworker Oracle. All right, Spirit, what is the overall message for us today? The overall message for us this week. What would you like us to know? Okay. That one kind of wanted to fall out, but we'll take this one because it just landed there. Oh, love it. Number 10, Power of the Divine Masculine, which I love that we got that with the Chariot and the Emperor of all things. don't know if you can kind of see that. My light's kind of bright. All right, let's read this one. 10, and I love 10 because it's the number of like personal empowerment. You know, the divine masculine, he is very empowered. An empowering energy seeks expression from within. It wishes to free you from confusion, paralysis, and stagnancy. Totally, and that came with the Emperor. I cannot believe it. It seeks to stir you into consciously chosen action. Exactly. Greater discipline and focus. It is time to end the frustration of repeating old patterns. That's totally the orphan thing I was feeling too. You are ready to break through into a new way of life. Feel inspired, be energized, and focus on your dreams and desires. That's totally this. Focus on your dreams and desires. And the Empress is feeling energized. It's taking care of yourself so you feel energized. Take steps to manifest them on the physical plane. Believe your success is inevitable. That's totally the Chariot. This is like whatever you pursue will be successful. Whatever it is. I mean, there is without no doubt that it will be successful. And even with that one, we had recognition. Like you will be recognized for your whatever it is you're pursuing. Wow, this is just insane. The divine masculine in you knows when to accept and when to say no. That's exactly this with the boundaries. Learn how to say no. To a belief, fear, habit, person, or situation. This divine masculine energy exists within all men and women. It rallies the spirit and responds in times when you may feel drained, taken advantage of, or overwhelmed by too many choices and demands. It cuts through the confusion that comes with choice and priority setting. It refuses to be distracted and keeps you from being dissuaded from your life purpose. Oh my. The divine masculine is growing within you now. It is the spiritual light that reveals the truth without filters or veils. Let this energy clear distractions, demands, and drama from your life. Let it help you discern what is best for you and give you the courage to act on it. Let it help you sort out what is true from what is illusion. Let it help you dedicate your time and energy to what has most meaning for you. It will empower you to claim success in what matters most to you. The divine masculine overcomes procrastination. No way. I was just talking about that. It acts again and again in accordance with the heart. Divine masculine energy empowers each leading light to lovingly assert him or herself in the world. It supports us in standing up for what has meaning to the heart, whilst loving but firmly saying no when we need to do so. Do not minimize your inner divine masculine. Whether you be a man or woman, nourish it. However, if your masculine energy has been trapped in the wounds of your ancestors, he may demand absolute perfection before you believe you are worthy of love. He may even be violent towards you, perhaps keeping you from saying no to violent relationships or self-harming through over-exercising, denying your body good nutrition or rest, or by ignoring your feelings, vulnerabilities, and intuitive wisdom. He may need healing from your inner divine feminine, totally the Empress, to feel loved, valuable, worthy, needed, and respected. That's so true, because when you heal your feminine energy, you heal your masculine energy. The inner misogynist will fall away as the new empowered divine masculine asserts itself within you. Learn to trust this part of yourself. Let him become strong in you. He can be your guide, protector, defender. Exactly. Trust when he says to do something trust when he says no to something or someone. Trust when he says you are ready for this and encourages you to act. As you trust in him, you will trust yourself to be visible. Your inner divine masculine will help you shine your light without fear, so others can also find their way through darkness into love. Amen. I cannot believe that message came through, because that was just so on point with the whole entire reading. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I'm sending you so much love.